and nice. Our intention, as usual, is to share stories of what is happening in our county 042. And today we've been honored to have our very own Kelly. I don't know if Rogers or Dinga, there's so many names, but anyway, I know him as Kelly. He will tell us a little about himself and what made us zero down to him this time round is a story of one Brian who performed exemplary well at Manyata Arabs and now is proceeding to Kisumu Boys. We have seen his work and he has worked with you people that you know, Hali, Winnie Wenga, people we are proud of in our county, to make this boy come from a state where they were totally confused and not sure whether he's going to school to now he's ready to start his journey on Monday or Tuesday of next week. Welcome to our talk show, Kelly.
Asante sana. Okay, for those who don't know, my real names are my real name is Kennedy Abuto, but well known as Kelly Rodgers Odinga. So I'm an IT student and also a journalist student. I also have a diploma in customer services and information technology, that's IT. So I came about to know Brian's story through a Facebook friend who reached out to me on a wee hours kabisa, saa 10 za usiku, saa 10 za asubuhi. We shared with this story because she was so heartbroken, like looking at the family, how the situation is. They are so disadvantaged. So I took the plea and shared it on my Facebook page to reach out to well-wishers. And indeed, it was super amazing that so many people come through to see Brian's dreams to come true. So we managed to get all the requirement for Brian's, and we are hopeful by 3rd of May we will report to school at Kisumu Boys.
And so we managed to catch up with Brian himself after talking with Kelly. And now Brian is here. He's so excited. He wants to say thank you to everyone who came through. He'll give us a little story about him, his name, how many marks he got, is he ready to go to high school, and what he promises to deliver. Brian?
My name is Brian Onyango. I studied at Manyata Arab Primary School. I finished class 8 and now I'm ready to join Form 1 in Kisumu Boys High School. I want to mostly thank you for coming through and helping me to go through in this hard process. I want to thank you very, very much, especially to Kelly, who did everything that he had to do to make me go to school. Thank you. I promise to add more effort in the upcoming national exam.
Wow. So he already knows that there's an upcoming national exams in 2026, thereabout. Yeah. So let's wish him well and of course continue to do good. And to Kelly, you deserve the best. Thank you. That was a quick briefer, and you must know that we are at a Dita restaurant located opposite Kenya Power, and we've been served very cold mango juice, and just is a cocktail.
Yeah.
Cheers to good life.
Cheers.
You can always feel free to pass by Adita so that you can enjoy your breakfast, lunch, supper, and of course good times in the evening. So in the process, Kelly and his team have been meeting a specific gentleman who helps them through and understands the family in depth. Now, this is Brian's uncle, the brother to the dad, yeah? He will tell us his name and maybe a brief of how things have been around, how Brian studied for his national examination and also what he expects from us. Nyingi ngawa?
Kwa majina naitwa John Odeko Nyango.
Okay. Uwe ni nani kwa kina Brian?
Mimi ndugu ya baba yake.
Ndugu ya baba yake?
Mimi ninafuata baba yake.
Wewe ndio unamfuata baba yake. So unaweza tuambia kwa kifupi vile imekuwa kwa hii familia?
Hii familia imekuwa na shida. Hata watoto wakati wao wanaenda shule ilikuwa shida. Breakfast hakuna, lunch hakuna. Saa nyingine wasamaria kwa karibu wanakuja. Labda mtu awapatie mbao ya lunch. Saa nyingine waenda wakose. Lunch inakuwa ni shida, wanasoma na shida. Sasa wasiwasi yetu ilikuwa walikuwa watoto bright kwa shule. Sasa shida ilikuwa kitu ilikuwa tunawaasha wakiperform vizuri, nani atawapeleka shule? Ndugu yangu hawezi. Mimi pia vile nilikuwa nasaidia kidogo, kazi ya rabi yenye ningeendelea kuwasaidia. Sasa maisha yao yamekuwa ni shida na shida. Breakfast saa zingine ukipata mili mara moja kwa siku.
Na sasa Brian alipata marks ngapi?
Brian alipata 370.
Umeona kama umesaidika?
Ningependa kushukuru sana. Hata nasema mimi ndio nilileta imefanyika kama muujiza ya Mungu.
Sasa yako tayari kwenda?
Ako tayari, wamefanyia kila kitu, shopping, school fees wamelipa ya 1 year. Nafurahia sana. Hata ningependa kusema ningepata watu wenye wako kwa hii roho ya kama ya hao watu. Ingekuwa vizuri sana, lakini bado naomba Mungu watu wajitokeze wamsaidie. Ni mtoto mwenye anaweza endelea mbali akipata usaidizi.
Okay. Na utasema akoaje in terms of nidhamu?
Very much disciplined.
Very much disciplined.
Very much disciplined.
Okay.
Starting just from me, he respects me a lot.
Okay. Brian kuna follower mwenye ni immediate mwenye anaweza fanya mtihani karibuni?
Kuna mwenye namfuata hapo anaenda sahi. Clinton Ochim.
Okay. Anasoma wapi?
Manyatara Primary.
Okay. Yeah. Now that is the uncle who spoke. You heard the most basic thing in a human life is food, shelter, and clothing. Of course, they have a shelter. Clothing we are trying, but then if someone needs breakfast, lunch, and dinner, of course now it's our duty fully as Kisumu residents to come out and help out this family. Thank you so far, and we give so much shout out to Hali, Winnie Wenga, Kelly, just to mention but a few. We'll keep mentioning as the show continues. Thank you so much. So, Kelly, story about Brian. What was your turning point? What really made you now say, I want to help out this boy?
Okay, the story what really touched me, and something that was mentioned, that the parents are totally disadvantaged. The worst part to make it worse, it was that the father and mother are totally mentally disabled. So this really touched my heart, and I feel like, wow, I need to help this boy. I need to share this story with the world. And I shared the story. I went to the ground to check where they live. Indeed, they live in a slums. The place where they're living was so horrible. Like, you couldn't imagine like someone is weary, like someone who is in a desert. It was a hostile place, but I thank God those who came through well wishers. Everything has been possible. The family has got the help. The family have brought some little shopping to boost them. Also, the other sad story, I guess, they are kids. Brian have two sisters and one boy. His siblings who are malnourished, and the one can't even walk very well because of lack of food, generally lack of basic needs.
Yes, and then there's this neighbor of Brian who really has supported him in his journey, and wanted to say also a big thank you to the Kisumu community which came through for him. And Sophie will tell us a little about herself, how they've been relating with Mama Brian and their family, okay, so that we get to know deeply more about the family. So Sophie, karibu sana.
Karibuni, ninaitwa Sophie. Mimi ni neighbor wa kina Brian. Sasa nimeshukuru sana kwa kazi mmefanya Brian kwa kumpeleka shuleni. Nimeshukuru sana sababu alipita na wazazi hawakuwa na uwezo. Alafu wamekuwa na challenges mingi kwa hii nyumba yao, kando na hiyo maneno ya school fees. Sasa kuna mtoto pia sana ambaye anafuatwa na Brian, alikuwa amerepiwa. Sasa mtoto at the moment akona mtoto mkononi hajafikisha 1 month.
Nieleze vizuri. Brian akona dada?
Dada mwenye anaitwa Monica Anyango. Yeye ndiye anafuatwa na Brian.
Okay.
Sasa kuna last year August alikuwa amerepiwa.
Hapa Obunga.
Hapa Obunga. Sasa tulikuwa tunajaribu kuhandle hiyo case, tukajaribu kumpeleka kuripoti hiyo maneno issue kwa Obunga Police Post, tukapewa referral tuende wapi, Russia kwa GBV. After that hatukusikia chochote, lakini mtoto at the moment amezaa, akona mtoto mkononi. Sasa tujui tufanye nini.
Ngoja kidogo. Ulijuaje huyu msichana amekuwa raped? How did you come to learn about her pregnancy?
Wakati nilikuja kurealize ako pregnant, mtoto amekuwa akigonjeka asubuhi. Ikifika asubuhi analalanga kwa jua nje. Haya, akifika kitu jua kiwaka kidogo anarudi normal. Sasa nimekuja kurealize kama mwanamke mwenye amezaa, hiyo inaweza kuwa sign of morning sickness ya mtu mwenye ako pregnant. Nikaenda nikanunua hiyo kit ya test pregnancy.
Wewe ndio ulienda? Okay.
Nikamwambia ndio akojoe, nikamtest, nikampata ako pregnancy positive.
Yeye mwenyewe alijua hata?
After that ndio nilimueleza. Sasa kumpeleka hosi pia akapatikana ako pregnant. Yeah.
So hapo mkimpeleka hospitali mnagundua kwa how many months pregnant hivi?
Hatungeweza kugundua, bali tulijua tu ako pregnant sababu alifanyiwa 3 tests, like alifanyiwa HIV test alipatikana negative, pregnancy test akapatikana positive. Sasa kwa mwenye alikuwa anajaribu kwa handle hii case, akaenda akaiwacha tu hivyo mpaka at the moment mtoto amezaa na tujui tumsaidie kiasi gani.
So hii kesi iko Obunga mpaka sasa hivi?
Hii kesi iko Obunga Police Post.
Na mnajua mwenye alifanya hicho kitendo?
Tulikuwa tuna suspect mwenye alifanya sababu alitueleza mwenye alikuwa anaendanga kwake. Yeah.
Mtoto alijua?
Alijua vizuri. Yeah.
Alafu mkashuku ni huyo mtu?
Tukashuku ni huyo mtu. Sasa wakati tulipewa warrant tuende tumshike, ni kama alialatiwa na hawa majirani wengine, ni kama akatoroka. Sasa at the moment tunafikiria ni kama ako Busia.
Hamkujua hata penye anafanya kazi?
Tulijua.
Alikuwa anafanya kazi wapi?
Alikuwa anafanya kazi na youth distributors.
Okay. Now this is a suspect. Alikuwa anafanya youth distributors, So, you think bado amepatiwa transfer ama alikitoroka, aliacha kazi ama?
It's like vile alipatikana na hiyo, alijifikiria kwa criminal. Vile alikuwa suspect sasa, ni kama alienda akaomba mwenye sijui anaenda kwaje, employer wake, akaenda akamwomba transfer. Ni kama alienda akaomba transfer sababu tunasikia kwa wenye wanafanya hapa bandani hayuko sahihi huko bandani.
Kumaanisha kuna watu huko bandani wanamjua kwa jina?
Amejulikana na watu wa hapa, watu wa bandani, na sasa watu wa bandani hawamuoni, watu wa hapa wamuoni, na alihama the very very night tulikuwa tumepanga tuende tumshike ili tuangalie hii maneno ya kesi ya huyu mtoto.
Well, in my point of thinking, you see, if you're a suspect and you're running away, something is not adding up. But because the family really is a vulnerable state, I would urge us to really come out and protest and condemn in the strongest term possible. It is not fair to rape a young girl who is not even the age of 18, and even go to an extent whereby you disappear and the warrant of arrest has been issued. So I think we can trace this issue from IoT distributors. So I think IoT should be on the spotlight to tell us where this guy is. Do you know by name?
Yeah, the person mwenye alikuwa na hiyo case kutoka Talent Africa, that is Plan International.
Hii ilikuwa kesi ilikuwa kwa Plan International tayari?
Yeah, kesi ilikuwa iko kwa Plan International. Na agent yao mwenye ako hapa area hii, walikuja hapa na agent wa assistant chief, amejua jina, ni contact ndio hatujajua.
Anajua jina huyo mtu?
Anajua jina, contact yake ndio hatujui.
Well, I think that can be easy to trace, and this is something which should really be brought to book. It's a story within a story. Really, we came to congratulate Brian, and this came up, and I think this is an humanitarian act which we really also need to pursue. Sawa, asante mama. Do you have any other thing to say?
No, mimi nashukuru tu kwa msaidizi yenye umewaletea, sababu hata sisi kama majirani tunatamani tu jinsi vile tunaweza kuwasaidia, lakini uwezo ndio tumekosa.
Inaeleweka.
Lakini vile sasa mumechipi na kumsupport na kuchukua mtoto sasa ataenda shuleni, haki tumeshukuru na Mungu awabariki tena sana.
Hata sisi tunaomba sana Mungu akubariki. Na kabla tumaliza hii story, msichana mwenye alizaa anaishi bado hapa kwa hii nyumba?
Msichana mwenye amezaa alikuwa amechukuliwa na jirani mwingine, mshiriki wetu, anaishi karibu na sisi, lakini ako karibu but aishi na kwa nyumba yao.
Mnaenda kanisa wapi?
Anaenda SDA. Sasa huyu anashiriki VOH, Voice of Hope Nyawita.
Oh, Voice of Hope,
yeah,
SDA.
SDA Church.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Thank you so much for being kind, and we pray that wagrow na wabadilishe maisha ya wazazi wao na hata za majirani wao pia siku moja, si ndio? Thank you so much for being a good neighbor to the family. Okay.
Yeah.
So just to know, we have gotten well wishers. Maybe you would want to mention them at the end of the show. What's the intention so far? Have you gotten means whereby Brian is going to study throughout his high school, or there's going to be a break at some particular point?
No, I trust God is with us. Because since I shared the story on my timeline, I got well wisher who paid his school fees for the whole year completely.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, I also want to thank someone who wants to remain anonymous, who asked me for the fee structure for his second year and assured me will pay it fully. Also someone, another organization who came in, who still want to remain anonymous, want to also pay for his school fees. So I'm certain for all the necessary things that we needed, we all got them. I also want to thank Hali Collection, Hali Juma, that man is so super amazing. He came through. I also want to big shout out to Regional Uniform, who make sure like Brian has everything, beddings, uniform, socks, kila kitu. I also want to thank those anonymous friends who reach out to. They didn't want to share their home to be shared on public. They really did well. I also want to shout out someone by name Cliff, who's also selling some tumba. I gave out Brian some new clothes. If you see the new picture that I posted, you couldn't imagine it's Brian again. I also want to thank someone who's doing stamping at Blackberry, Vodnyakat, and some people are just heaven sent. You did an amazing job.
Oh, well, and I think this is now becoming so interesting. So when we were just about to leave Brian's home, we got a visitor, and now Sarah Irene, the lady who is taking care of Brian's sister, who was in a situation which we were previously told, came in with a baby, and we thought it was just wise for her also to give us a story why and what made her to decide to take the little girl in and with the situation. Okay, welcome, Mama.
Okay, thank you.
So tell us your name.
I'm called Sarah Irene Nyagoa. I'm staying in Nyawita.
Okay.
Yes.
How did you come to meet her?
Okay, I met Monica Anyango in our church. I'm a Seventh-day Adventist believer. I'm fellowshipping in Nyawita Church, Nyawita SDA. So I met her. We normally call her a mom.
Oh, okay.
She likes coming to church, participating in children ministry.
Okay.
All of a sudden, we realized that she was pregnant.
Okay.
So, being that I knew the mother before, I'm a CHV. I knew the mother before because of the children were malnourished.
Okay.
She was coming to our clinic in Obunga. And once I was, before that, I first knew her in K-Met.
Okay.
With a girl called Lucia. Yes. So when I came to realize that Monica is our child, I decided to take the child.
Okay.
For the responsibility, I've carried the responsibility from the pregnancy when the child she was about 2 months pregnant.
Okay.
Yes.
And now, did she tell you the story on how she became pregnant?
Yeah, she told me.
Okay.
She told me that there's a guy who used to give her whatever.
Tokens, money, sweets.
Yes,
Oh,
she was being given some 20 bob, 50 bob, and some tea to drink.
okay.
According to the situation in the house, sometimes the child was hungry. When she goes there and gets some
20
tea,
shillings
20
tea.
shillings,
Oh.
some goodies. Then she told me this guy molested
Or after creating the
the
rapport
rapport.
of 20, 50 shillings and tea,
Yes,
which of course she was very vulnerable. At that point, she was hungry and she
yes.
needed.
Yeah,
Is she able to identify the guy? Give.
she's able to identify the guy, but she doesn't know the name.
Oh,
Yes,
so she said the guy was a neighbor.
just a nearby neighbor. But me, I don't know the guy where she is staying. I don't know.
Oh,
Yes.
from the case which is in the station, have you also tried to follow up to get to know?
No, I'm not yet. I was supposed to go there on Friday last week, but I wasn't feeling well. I was referred there by the GBV
BV.
team, but I didn't make it. I was unwell
Oh,
kidogo.
sorry.
Yes.
Sorry. So clearly you have very good intention for Monica.
Yes.
For how long do you intend to keep her maybe in your house? Do you want to take her as your child and your grandchild, or you have a timeline?
No, if Monica is willing to stay with me, she can stay. But Monica is hard staying with. Kulingana na the condition. At times, he doesn't want to do anything, even breastfeeding the child is a problem.
So do you suggest maybe she needs counseling?
Yes, of course.
And by chance, can we call out on guys to help you with the pampers and stuff like that?
I would appreciate.
Okay.
Yes.
So, my county people, we know you. You have never disappointed when it comes to issues of humanity. Now, Sarah here has done us the good job so far. The baby is so pretty here and she's so cute, very clean. So far, she has given it her all with her own support.
Yes.
And we all know how babies can be expensive. We need diapers, we need meals for the mom, and also
So,
soap, clothes, and all those nitty-gritties for a child. And as things stand, she's going to stay with a mom for as long as she can. Okay, so she's calling out on well wishers. Her number is on the screen. You can call her. Maybe if she's okay, you can visit her. COVID went down. And also, if you have something kidogo, you can drop her money and text and say that is for the baby. Diapers. I mean, you know how we always do it. And of course, we believe you're going to do us wonders. So until then, mom, do you have something to say, especially to men who are doing such stuff to our children?
yes. I'm grateful for them. They continue doing that good job to anybody. Not only me, not only for Kina Mom, but God willingly, provided they grow that strength, they continue giving the service or support to others.
Okay.
But all in all, I thank my God. It wasn't by my might, it wasn't by my strength, but all glory goes to
To
God.
God. Yeah,
Yes.
we of course we believe in that. Now, mom, it's like you didn't get it. There's a word I want you to tell to these men taking advantage of our little girls and their situation. Do you have a word for them of caution? Should they stay warned? The men who did this, the acts like.
Yes. They should be warned. Huh? In fact, they should be punished. Huh? I see this guy taking advantage of this lady, a small lady, a minor who is mentally challenged, and you give her another problem of kulea the baby again. It isn't good.
Definitely, that is not good. And we pray that the guy who did this be brought to book And if possible, the case should not be done behind cameras. I mean, we really need to know this guy. Until then, we appreciate your support. Her number's running on the screen. You can get her through Kelly, through me, and many other people who have been part of this journey. Yeah, and now we are close to wrapping this. And beside me is Mama Brian, mwenye mmekuwa mkisaidia. And of course, Kelly, who is the pioneer of all these projects. So Mama Brian wants to say thank you. Na tuambie kidogo, ako na watoto wangapi, na ako na matumaini gani kutoka kwetu. Mom, you want to bear with us because she previously told me she can't do Kiswahili, so just understand us. Yeah, Mom, in gintinda disani?
Gintinda abirio.
Abirio. Udak kod gi kae?
Udak kod kawate. Nyako sani mondagi mama.
To koro kuom wach mosetimre ni?
To wach mosetimre ni, agoni Nyasaye maduong' erokamano. Kuom nyathina dhi skul. Koro kata wuon gi be, kata baba, kata wuon Brian be nyocha paro kaka nyathi nyalo dhi skul. Koro an kiluonga ni Christine Owich. Koro mae kara.
Inyakanye?
Anyakara teng' chula yimbo karateng'.
Sawa sawa. Kelly, do you have something?
No, I just want to appreciate everyone who come through to help me, Brian and his family, for the shopping, for Brian's, to all of them. Make sure that Brian is going to school on 3rd, that is May. He will go back. He will report to school. That is Kisumu Boys. I want to thank everyone once again. Thanks to Harley Collection. Thanks to Edna. Miniwenga, Regional Uniform Center at Nyamasaria. I appreciate you guys. Asanteni sana.
Nini watu wa maana sana. Mpaka hata kama I don't want to be nothing but plus size Winnie. Harley, thank you so much. I mean, you have done exemplary good job, and that is really what it calls to be in this world, to make it a better space. Now for Brian, of course Kelly atampeleka shule, will share with you the photos, and of course you have a duty to ensure amemaliza form 4. It is still on us.
Not forgetting the people who wants to remain anonymous. Asanteni sana, kazi yenu ilionekana, and also you see what I did. Asanteni sana.
Thank you, and we wish Brian all the best in his journey into becoming the next engineer. And of course, we pray that he remains disciplined and pursue his course. Your favorite host, Daisy Otuoma for Authentic Europe Channel.
Bye.
Thank you.